Hey guys, 90 Day Fiance, the Melanated Way. Welcome. I'm one of your co-hosts, Linda Antwi. And as you can see, we have an extra person joining us, the infamous Syngin. And of course, my lovely co-host, Sanae.
Oh, hi.
Woo!
Hi guys, how's it going?
Hey, it's
Good.
going very well. We are just relaxing. It's nice actually doing all this filming from home, just chilling, to be honest.
Love it. And Sanae, how's your day been?
Hectic, interesting, a lot.
Oh, okay.
I
Sounds
broke
interesting.
2 nails today, so that's how it's been going.
It's that kind of day.
That kind
It's
of
that
day.
kind of day.
I want to
Yeah.
give a shout out to Tessa, Jaleesa, Linda, Lydia, Crystal, Amanda, Raydella. You guys help make this show happen. We love you. And to the live chat, Lydia, yay, you made it. Amanda, Belly. I think we're missing like 1 or 2 of our regulars, but maybe they'll pop in a moment. But hey, guys in the live, there she is. There's Raydella. Hey, guys in the live chat. So special guest, Syngin. Syngin, we've been talking about you for months, and we are trying to
Whoa.
get you on the show. And I'm going to call you out for a little bit of for a moment
Let's do it.
because we talked about you. The live chat was patiently waiting on you, and I noticed as I would send messages, you would take like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks to respond. It was terrible. It was so rude. Rude.
I'm sorry. Sometimes there's like too much. I get caught up in all this lot of things to do, and it just slips my mind. And then I remember, oh goodness gracious, I never forget my friends. You know what I'm saying?
Right, because I'm a day oneer. I'm a day oneer before the fame.
I know you the true stuff.
The true stuff. So we're happy to have you on. And guys, if you have a question at the bottom of the screen where it says ask a question, go ahead and ask your question there and we'll pop it up and have Syngin answer it for you in the live chat. We are also going to play a game. So now do you want to explain the game to everyone that's watching and listening?
Yes, guys. So this game is called, we're going to go with it for now, of 90 Day the Tequila Way.
Cheers. And look, I got my tequila bottles.
Yes,
Woo!
I got my tequila. So
It's gonna be real.
Yeah.
Pull mine up a little more.
So we're going to be asking Syngin some questions, and Syngin can either answer it, and if he does answer it, we're taking the shot. So you guys are going to take a shot with us. But if he chooses not to answer it, he's going to be the one taking the shot.
Perfect. That's exactly it.
Damn. Okay.
And it's kind of like a lightning round. So, Syngin, you can't take too much time thinking about your answer. You're either going to answer it, you're like, yes, I'll answer, or no, I'll take the shot.
Okay. Like it was like a 3-second period.
Like a 3-second period, yes.
Okay.
The live chat is mad that we didn't mention. They said they didn't get the memo about the tequila. We just came up with it recently, guys. So calm down. We'll have it again.
I can come back next
week.
Syngin said he could come back next week and we could all do shots. You know what we'll do is, Syngin, we're having a Melanated Way party with all of our great live chat. So we can invite you to the party and you can come through. It's going to be like a block party.
Oh, please.
So that will be good. All right, let's get some questions in. So now, do you want to go first?
Yes. So I want to know, if you had to choose between Love and Jameson, which one would you choose?
Maybe the love for Jameson. I don't know. You know.
For the next 100 years. So for the next 100 years, you either have Jameson by your side or the love of your life.
Yeah, I would definitely take love, because love will be there forever. That bottle is just a good time right now, but tomorrow morning or after that is not as good. So, love can be perfect.
Jameson now is unlimited Jameson.
No, if I have unlimited Jameson, I'm not going to make it past 50. So I got to take love. It might get me to 80 plus,
Oh my God. I already see the direction we're going here. All right. I want to take it back to the beginning. And like I said, when I first met you, you were just entering the 90-day world. And it was all new to you. You had like the Hollywood lights, glamour, action, but you really weren't exposed to the 90-day fandom quite yet because your season hadn't aired. Tell me how that felt compared to where you are right now, because you're in the thick of it. Fans have all their opinions, and it can be very, very serious. People like really get invested in the show. So how is it different for me for you now?
So, before coming on the show, I obviously have no experience of how it is being on TV. When you ask people, they're like, the people all comment, but it won't be that bad. Some people will say this, it's not going to be like too bad. But then you're like, yo, that doesn't sound. But when it all goes down and you're in the thick of it and people are judging every move you make, every step you take, where you are, why did you do that? Definitely becomes a lot. It takes you by surprise because I don't think the human mind is even supposed to conceive so many comments towards you. You almost get confused as who you are sometimes. Like it gets wild.
We have a fan question or live chat question from Amanda. Who from Happily Ever After do you wish you could have gotten to meet at the tell-all?
Ooh, that is a good one. I would have liked to meet Swelu. I think that would have been cool.
Who?
Kalani's husband.
Oh, Kalani's husband. Zwelu?
Yes, Zwelu. I said it right first time.
Yeah, Zwelu. I just didn't hear you.
Yeah.
Zwelu seems like fun. I could see how you guys are friends.
I think he's also just genuine, down to earth. You can see he's also like in front of the TV. Sometimes it's a little bit awkward, and that's just like real, and that's what I really like,
So go ahead, Sanae. Oh, well, since we're talking about Happily Ever After, was there something that happened? Since watching yourself, you get to notice things or things that you didn't know made air, and you get to see the confessionals and things. With you and Tania, what would you say was one thing that you were surprised that she said or that you saw that made air?
We always, that's quite a good question. Sometimes we're more upset by what not made air, but to answer the question, definitely the family bride. There was a lot that happened at the family bride. That scene itself was shot almost for 7 hours long. You only see 5 minutes of it on the TV, but it was completely crazy. And then where we like just bad talk each other when I left, when she left, it was just it was some crazy time that you forget what you said on TV, and then all of a sudden, oh damn.
So I want to talk a little bit about that scene where you guys were in the bed. So you guys got a lot of flack from the fandom. One, because Tania was eating in bed, and two, because the white sheets and your dirty feet.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Even the live chat is talking about it right now. Do you want to speak on that a little bit, Syngin?
I would love to say this. Yeah, here is my backlog. When Tanya's with us, she likes to eat. It doesn't matter what's happening on around her. And for my feet, I normally walk around barefoot wherever I go. So I was barefoot that whole day, outside, inside, and I was not expecting to go to bed at that time. I just went there to consolidate my wife, and everybody thought I was going to bed. But I just got to try to make peace because my whole family was still outside. So, I just jumped in the bed, tried to cuddle, like, let's go do this. And when I got up, I saw the good old black feet, and then I went back out, but I wasn't going to bed.
The live chat says them feet. Amanda says them feet keep me up at night.
Hey, I promise you I wash it before I go to bed.
Oh my gosh, hilarious.
I saw that as well. I saw the comments online. I'm like, what are people talking about? I'm like, let me go watch. I'm like, oh. It's things like that. You're like, okay, cool. Like, nothing you can do about it. People are going to nail you. And
so it's
move on to the next guy.
So it's something that you didn't think about. You were just in the moment.
Yeah, totally. You know, there wasn't the day was so long, such emotional. So I definitely didn't think about, you know, cleaning my feet before I try and consolidate my wife, you know.
That must have been something you wish the cameras didn't get.
I did. That is something I did wish they didn't get. I was like, damn, you know, but the camera's always there. They're there, you know. There's very little that you can really get away with unless you know, go sit in the bathroom, I suppose.
What's something else that you wish the cameras didn't catch?
Ooh, maybe that time I came home when Tanya was here, I came home like, you know, like a little bit tipsy when I was burping. My what scene was that? Yeah, the scene where I came back from the interview at the the Irish pub that I had. You know, I was, you know, a little bit too good for TV, as I can say. So I was like burping. My facial expressions were crazy. I was like not making sense. I was ranting on. I was like rude to Tanya. It was just like, I was like, oh no. And I was like,
But what about this, Syngin? What about the scene where you were in South Africa with your friends and you were talking about your relationship with Tanya and the lust bubble versus the love bubble? Was that a scene that you ultimately are okay with, or?
yeah, you know, when you ask me that question, like, I'm okay with everything that went down except the Irish pub. That was quite a bit bad. But other than that, you know, I always felt that I just try and be truthful. Sometimes I say it in almost a too honest way, and people think it's totally crazy. But I just try and be transparent and to my feelings about how I feel right now. And so sometimes it looks a little crazy when I do like facial expressions when they ask me, "How's the marriage doing?" You know, yes,
And
really.
you tend to have some interesting like one-liners, and I'm trying to think of them, and I know the live chat will know them. Sometimes we're like, well, wait, what does that mean?
Like if butts and coconuts.
If butts and coconuts, exactly. Is that a
Yeah,
South African saying, or is that something you made up?
you know, no, it's definitely something I've heard growing up in South Africa. It's like if butts and coconuts, like, you know, so what, if what, it's gonna be that way. It's just, it's like a if butts and coconuts, you know.
That should be that should be a T-shirt.
What's some
Yeah.
more South African sayings? What's some more South African sayings that are pretty popular that you say a lot?
I would say lekker, which means very nice. I can say this a lekker aand. It means this is a nice evening, you know. So it's a word that can be used in very different decibels in different sentences at times and mean different things as well. So I sometimes like to put that in there.
I love that. We have another live chat question, and it's from Raydella. And Raydella says, I had the pleasure of visiting your hometown last year. What do you miss most?
Ooh, so what I miss most about South Africa is definitely the people. You know, there is beautiful people there, diversity, people are kind. You know, it's obviously crime. We have very high crime rates, but you know, involving all that is just the people and the landscape and just obviously everything in between. But I think it is crazy. Like I even miss the kind of trees that a person sees, the kind of birds that you hear growing up, just the kind of way that you're growing up. You know, I grew up in a third world country where there was a lot more leniency on laws, a lot more leniency on certain things. You know, and coming to places like America, it's a lot. Now it's a lot more. They're a lot more on you. They feel a little tighter. You know. Africa was a little loose, you know, a little loose. Eat butts and coconuts. Yeah,
If
I'm
butts
like,
and
oh,
coconuts.
Do you ever see you and Tanya moving to South Africa, even if it's just for like a year or forever? Like, do you guys see each other moving there?
Be real with you. We have actually spoken about just going down there maybe for the summertime and everything that's happening, you know, end of summer. Yeah, but I mean summer in South Africa because there right now it's summertime. So,
Yeah.
you know, maybe going down there and being there for 6 months, coming back, and if TLC wants, they can follow us the other way. Let's go.
Oh,
You
there
know?
you go. Another check. Another check.
Yeah, so that was something we did think about, but it's still like there's a lot still in the plane in the balance right now.
So there's a lot of live chat questions.
One question comes from Lydia. She says, "Do you think this season was too hard on Tania? If so, why?"
Oh, okay.
You know, I definitely think that everybody was way too hard on Tanya. You know, I can see how everything portrayed itself out on TV, how everything came out. You know, a person only sees like 10% of somebody. And that's the highlight reels. They take the good parts and a lot of the bad parts, and I just think she got portrayed in a very bad way. I got put maybe like, easygoing, like a dude, getting away with my accent and my long hair, and but for Tanya herself, she's like, for me, she's on it. She should have 3 million followers if it's up to me, because she's a great person and she does what she needs to, and she's honest to herself. So, unfortunately, it just didn't come out that good on the screen.
No.
Yeah.
Well, let's come back to Tanya. Let's come back to Tanya in a moment. We do have some more live chat questions. Amanda wants to know, would you normally speak English with your mates, or did the producers want you to?
They definitely prefer us speaking English, because then I know what we're saying, what we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
But when they're not there, we mostly speak a lot of Afrikaans and everything. So, also just for transparency, because, it's more for the whole world and so on. So we keep it a little English as much as we can, but I definitely go Afrikaans, but it just doesn't show up that much,
Yeah. Amanda also wants to know, where were you thinking about moving before Tanya's injury?
We were definitely thinking about moving maybe down to either Florida or California, because we both love the warm weather. We're not really down for Connecticut winter, so we definitely would have, go somewhere where it's a little warmer than what it is right now.
And they want to also know, so Selwonk in the live chat says, your hair is really long and you look like Axl Rose. Do you know who Axl Rose is?
Nope.
So he's like an American rocker that has long hair. From Guns N' Roses. Thank you guys, because I'm Canadian. I don't know the band, but I think he wore like a bandana all the time, and he had really, really long hair. But Guns N' Roses was a big band in the 90s, I want to say.
Yeah, I at least know the Guns N' Roses. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's quite cool.
But they like your hair. They think it looks awesome.
Thank you. Rock on.
Live chat wants to know if Tanya knows any Afrikaans. Afrikaans, the language?
Yes, Afrikaans. Yeah, I definitely taught Tanya a little bit of Afrikaans. Sometimes not the best words, you know what I'm saying, but we can definitely say a couple of words, which is quite cute at times.
That's awesome. Now, let's talk a little bit about the tell-all, the most recent tell-all. A lot of the fandom is saying that you and Tanya were quite quiet during the tell-all and not really diving a whole lot deep into your story and what happened during the season. Do you feel the same way?
I don't really feel the same way. I think that a virtual tell-all was very hard, because the first tell I did for 90 Day Fiance itself, we all met in person, and it was better. Now we were online, and there was always some sort of technical difficulty sometime, or there was just there's a lot going on, because you have this mass amount of people, and there's a lot of talking over each other. But I think that we answered every question that was asked. I was quite surprised they didn't ask about the bride. They didn't really ask too much, so I was kind of, if you're not going to ask me too much, I'm not going to say too much. So.
Yeah, and that's kind of how it translated. So let's talk about a few of those things. We talked a little bit about the fight that you and Tanya had during the bride, but we also want to know are you guys getting on the same page? Because honestly, you guys have such different personalities, and the fandom, I'm going to give you the theory of the fandom, and you can tell me if it's correct or not. But
okay.
the fandoms think that you guys met in like a party mode. So you guys were both on the same page, both like partiers and probably travelers and like to have a good time. And you stayed that way. And then seems to be a planner and has been planning her future. And now she doesn't want to be the party person. She wants to be the stable, like settled down type of person. So are you two on the same page, and are your personalities a match moving forward?
Definitely when me and Tania met, it was, definitely in a party mode. You meet each other first time, you're excited. It's like a honeymoon season, And but I have to say that even before that, there was a lot of structure in Tania's life. She got to travel a lot before she even came into South Africa. So she did have a lot of structure where I was just kind of, going with the flow, doing what. So I think Tania has always had that kind of structure, and I've just always, kind of not have that. But what I think, once we got married now in America, obviously you're married now, certain things are expected, and, comfortability comes with a steady job and knowing what you want to do for your next 5 years and 10 years of your life. And do you want children, and where do you want to go buy land? There is definitely security in that. And sometimes I feel like I hassle to, to provide that for, that's also where a lot of our head bumps come from as well.
So are you saying that you guys are finding middle ground? Is that the answer there in all of that?
I would say we're still trying to find a middle ground. That's definitely not there yet. There's still so much going on. And like I say, it's the next couple of 2 to 3 months is going to be very interesting.
Very, very interesting. Okay.
So I can give you on that. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm saving my best questions for our tequila round. So I'm holding off. I'm holding off on that. Now, what's next for you? So you said on the tele that you got a job. Yes. And we saw on social media that Tania also got a job. So where are you working and what are you doing? And is that something that you see yourself doing for a while?
Yeah, so I started doing a waitering job. Because especially what actually happened is I just started at a bar right before COVID hit, and done that and had to wait a little, and then now I ended up working at a steakhouse, and making good money, but not really at the time. So it's kind of in the balance, and definitely waitering is not the thing that I want to do for the rest of my life. I was just like, while I'm here, I'm just gonna earn some couple bucks, and they could make quite decent amounts of money being a waiter. So
do people ever recognize you when you're at work and freak out, and then do you get more tips because of that?
Definitely. I take so many photos. I'm sometimes like, wow, why am I waitering? I should be like driving a Porsche or something. Like, what's happening is right now. I'm like, but it's just life. Everybody thinks we on this TV now and life is good. Like, it's not, man. We still got to do the regular stuff. I still got to go be a waiter and get money, and go try and pay taxes and all this kind of stuff. It's definitely crazy at times, but definitely it's just short term. Like I say, definitely we're pursuing bigger things.
So when we first met you, I remember that first season, you said you might want to be a firefighter, you might want to be like a singer, you might want to do some acting. What is it that's your passion right now?
So what I really think what's been bugging up in my mind so many times is I've been talking to some people doing scripted acting. I have said it, I have spoken to people. I think that there could be some sort of way into it, but it's a really tough industry, but who knows? And though I said it a long time ago, life also goes so quick, you get trapped in doing this and that, and when you see again, a year has passed and you're like, what have I done? So but that's been the reason on my mind for the past 3 weeks, and trying to just figure out the plan, what's really gonna happen.
Oh, we could totally see you doing that. Yeah. Live chat has some questions as well. Someone wants to know what happened to your wrist during the season. They saw that you had a wrist cast on.
Yeah. So I was busy working on a house. I was installing drywalls, and I've just been working all day installing drilling with my hand. And for some reason, the next morning I woke up and my wrist was just very paining, and I had to keep on doing what I need to do. I just kept on working and going at it. And when I saw again, it was about a month and wasn't healed. So I just put on the wristband and let it rest. It took about 4 months.
Oh,
I
wow.
was like, yeah, it was very long. The TD was like, oh, please, can you not wear it? I'm like, no, I need to wear it because the wrist is so sore, guys. Like, I don't want to wear it myself. But so, yeah.
Love that. Now, moving forward, so we know that you have some aspirations, future aspirations. What about right now? Do you see yourself doing more 90-day spin-off stuff? Like, will we see you on Pillow Talk? There's been talk of some other spin-offs happening. Is that something that you would be interested in doing, continuing on?
Yeah, definitely. We did a little stunt for quarantine. Currently now, Strike Back's going to come out for our season. Definitely still a couple of things going to coming up. And, I'm definitely pro TLC. If they call me up and want me to do stuff, I'm definitely down for it because, it's only to my benefit at the end of the day.
That's very, very true. Now, what's one thing that you love about the fans and what's one thing you hate about the fans?
Whew, that should be. The fans that really love and like you, like I get a lot of messages, like people, people really get to know you on screen. People could see that I have ADHD. They actually message me and give me help and where to go. Like people really care, like for you. They build a deep, like real love for you, and that's overwhelming, But the same in the people who hate you, they build this big hate for you, and it's all just crazy from their side. But the love overweighs the hate. But as people, we always tend to listen to the one person who says something bad, either than the 10 who said something good. But
it can be hard, though. So one of the things that happened today with Michael and Juliana, and Michael went on his live to talk about it, was someone reported Juliana's trip to California where they met up with Blake and Jasmine.
Hearing bad echo,
yeah. There we go. Thank you. So people get very invested in your lives as a public figure. So has something like that happened to you where you have a fan that just is absolutely upset with you and is hating on you, and there has been some consequences because of it?
There has not really been anything that crazy, for me. It's just, some people are just sending some rude text or whatever, but there hasn't been anything like bad that has really come out of it other than just speaking to Ween, basically.
That's luckily, good. So you've lucked out so far. You've lucked out so far.
Yeah, it's going well. Fingers crossed.
So, we've got a crazy question. Well, I guess it's not crazy because a lot of the 90-day world is in it. Lydia wants to know if you would ever consider doing an OnlyFans.
Yeah. But the trend is hot. The trend is going hot. I don't know. The people are making so much cash with that. It's almost unbelievable.
They are. So Stephanie, do you remember Stephanie? Stephanie posted that she was making like $40,000 a month. And even though Larissa is no longer on the show, she was making like $100,000 a month.
She made money, yo, because it's paid her $100,000. She would have never done that. So I don't know. It's a long story. So is that a yes that you might consider it? Because you didn't really answer. I know it's tough. I have been thinking about it, but I'm still like not right now. I don't know. What's holding you back? Because you don't seem like you would be shy. Yeah, I just think if I'm not sure if I want to. I I don't want to say portray myself like that. There's nothing wrong with people to do that. Your body's your body. Do what you want. Show that. Get that. You know. But I'm not sure if I want to go that way. Especially I want to go try out Hollywood, do a little, see if I can do scripted acting. I don't want something to bite me in the ass. I did now,
like,
you know. So
well, didn't I see you on?
Yeah,
such and such? Yeah. That makes
maybe
sense.
that would help me. You know, a lot of people leaking their porn videos and they getting thousands and they making.
So, do you have a porn video?
On OnlyFans, you don't have to just do like porn or soft porn. You can do something like painting or cooking or just anything.
Yeah, we all know where the money's at. Not at cooking.
So, Syngin, Amanda in the live chat says, if something does bite you in the ass, just take a picture of it for OnlyFans.
That's actually true. Subscribe, $10 a month.
That's it. $10 a month, and you have like half your fans from social media. That's a lot of money.
Yeah, I did the math, and it's a lot of cash.
It's a lot of cash.
And you give the people a run for their money because $10 is cheaper than what some people are doing, which is like $25, $30 a month.
That gets that $10, like, yo, boom, boom, boom. We'll see. Let's wait and see.
Whatever happens, it's gonna go boom, boom, boom.
All right, you guys, stay tuned for Syngin's OnlyFans debut, if that will happen or not. Let's start our 5 questions with our tequila. I feel like our tequila needs to come out. So now, are you ready for the first question?
I got my Don Julio, guys.
All right, so I'm gonna pour mine just in case.
I got mine already ready. I just want to set the record straight that this is a double shot glass, and I just filled it up to a shot, so I'm not chickening out. Here we go. Come on, you know me by now, man. I don't chicken out on alcohol.
That's true. That's true. All right, so now, do you want to ask the first question?
Sure.
And just to remind you guys what the rules are, we ask a question. If Syngin answers it, then Sanae and I have to do a shot. If he doesn't answer, then he has to do the shot. All right, go.
Okay. Which couple do you think has the most genuine connection? You don't think they're faking for the green card? None of that.
I would go through Kilani and Asuelu.
Kalani and Asuelu. Most genuine connection.
I think they look kind of awkward on TV, but I think that they are perfect.
The live chat is really surprised by your answer. So now let's surprise. They really are surprised. They're going crazy right now. They're all like, really? Not my first choice.
Do you watch the season too? You watch the same season?
I never watched too much of it. I haven't even watched some of my stuff at times.
They don't agree with you at all.
Okay, you know what? I think we all need to take a shot then.
All right, let's all take a shot because you got that wrong. Ready? On 3. 1, 2, 3.
Cheers.
Oh!
Yeah, I'm sorry. That was quite tough. I couldn't. Yeah.
Woo. You couldn't what? You couldn't think about it?
No, I didn't. I thought about it a little bit, and those were the ones that came to my mind.
All right, make your next shot ready, you guys. Next shot ready for the next question.
I was just spoken to them a little bit, so
I'm surprised you said that. I would think that you would have said like Juliana and Michael because you're friends with them, or I don't even know.
I thought you were talking about Happily Ever After. Oh, you meant all the couples.
We can do, actually, you know what? I have a bonus question afterwards.
Okay.
A follow-up on that.
We just took a shot for nothing. Sorry, I thought we were
bonus question later, or should I just ask my other question?
Ask your other question. Ask away, girls.
Okay, so that was a practice round. Here's the real round, okay? Cool. So which couple do you think does not have a genuine connection?
Oh, Paul and Karini.
Ooh, that's good. That's good. That's fair.
He really want. Okay, cool.
Okay, so Syngin, you won the live chat back. They were completely against you. Now they're like, good answer, good one.
There we go. Sorry, everybody.
The family is clapping for you right now. Paul and Karini is good too. Yep. So they're happy for you. So here we go. So now on 3. 1,
Enjoy.
2, 3.
Yeah.
And just for the record, you guys, we have a whole other show at 8 o'clock, so I can't be all fucked up because I won't be able to talk. So let's keep that in mind, y'all.
I'll make sure I answer everything.
All right. So my question. You ready?
Yes.
Syngin? Are you going to have a kid? Final answer. Not like maybe 10 years down the road, not 2 years down the road, not 6 months down the road. Are you going to have a child? Whether it's going to be with Tania or not, are you going to have a child?
Cheers.
Amanda is asking me if tequila is paleo. So I don't know if it's paleo because Syngin, why she's asking me that is because I've been doing keto, so I haven't been drinking. But I don't know if it's paleo, Amanda. It might be. If that's the case, I should probably change my diet from keto to paleo because then I could just be drinking all the tequila. Okay, next question. Sanae, you're up.
Okay, what's the sexiest thing you've ever done for your partner in a relationship?
Ooh, on Tania's birthday when we were in Thailand, I constructed a yacht because there was like a dam, so they had already like a floating yacht. So I put 4 sticks on the end. I threw a mosquito net over it. I got our snacks, music, condoms, lube, whatever you need, and I literally got a friend to swim us out in the middle of this like dam, drop an anchor, swim back, and we slept and made love under the stars openly with bloody fireflies flying by. It was, never forget that. CQ in Thailand. Yeah.
Oh, that's really sweet.
The
live chat is falling in love with you.
Amanda says snacks and protective sex. It's romantic.
There we go. The only way.
Y'all gotta stay together, man.
There we go. Now I took that shot earlier on.
Oh, we gotta take our shot now. Ready?
Wait, let me pour it up.
The live chat says Syngin is winning this game.
I know.
That's all right. I got one coming up.
You still come back.
Ready?
Enjoy.
All right. Who is right? Woo. All right, Syngin. If you had to choose between having sex with your partner or having alcohol, and you could only choose either or, which one would you choose and why?
Oh, for the rest of my life?
For the foreseeable future.
I would definitely choose having sex because I think having an orgasm is better than having a hangover. You know what I'm saying? So that would be the way I would go. It'll be unfortunate, but definitely that way. I'm sorry. That's almost an easy question.
You know what? We are definitely losing. So now, you ready for your next shot?
Going bad.
Oh my goodness. I want to ask something salacious, but I'm not going to do that.
You can do that.
Do it.
Come on, bring it.
Woo!
No,
All right.
You can ask me 10 questions. You might just end up drinking 10 shots.
Honestly, we're gonna get you.
Yeah, we are.
Let's see. Oh, okay. So we've heard a lot of mixed things about, people are faking it for the cameras or TLC. TLC doesn't show us everything, and some people are faking it. They're not really in love. So, who do you think is faking for the cameras the most? And you can include yourself and in this too. Who do you think fakes the most for the cameras when the cameras come on?
Definitely Larissa and Colt.
Huh.
I agree with that.
So so the follow-up, so do you think like they really do like each other in real life, or do you think like
I definitely know that there's not as much hate as everybody sees towards each other. I know of a recent event where the one came up for the another, but I cannot say that now because that isn't a thing that's still coming up in the future.
Oh, wow. I love that.
Yeah. So
Syngin just be answering all the questions. All the questions.
I'm sorry. I'll
Here
take
we
one
go.
with you now. Again,
Take one with us just because we're losers.
Cheers.
We're clearly losers at this game.
And you know what? Let's remix it up for this next round. You can ask us something.
Oh,
Okay.
for the next one? So let's all do a shot. Syngin, where's your shot? Let's do it. Look, I'm already slurring my words, guys. That's terrible. All right.
Little baby shots that you're taking.
I have to now because I'm like a lunatic with it.
This is a double glass, I swear.
Yo, if I can show you.
Wow.
All right. Woo! All right.
Ask us one.
You want to ask us a question, or should we keep asking you? Okay, go.
Here we go. Who is the sexiest person you have ever interviewed?
Oh.
That's hard because I do a lot of interviews. I'll go first, I guess, so now while you think. I guess my top person would be okay, so I have a few. So I interviewed Idris Elba. I think he's a hottie.
Yeah, he is good looking, that dude.
I grew up with Al Pacino, and so he was older by the time that I interviewed him, but I still thought he was hot because it's Al Pacino. So I thought that was like a good one. And I recently interviewed Washington. What's his name? I have to look it up. But
Denzel Washington.
No, his son. Yeah.
Oh.
And he's a hottie too. And so, yeah. No, it wasn't Isaiah. What's his John?
I only asked for one,
Washington.
by the way. You're giving me almost four.
because I've interviewed a lot of hotties. I've had a lot of.
I got you. You've been busy.
Been busy. So now, how about you?
I'm gonna go with Jamie Foxx.
Oh.
Yeah. Let me tell you about Jamie Foxx, man.
Please, yeah.
He smells good. Like in real life, in person, when he walks up, he's so smooth and he's so fun, and he's taller than me too. I've never looked at Jamie in that way because I used to watch Jamie Foxx show and everything.
Yeah.
When I saw him and he walked up, he smelled so good, and then I was like, "Oh my God, girl, what's your name?" And I'm like, "It's Tania," and I'm like, "Say hi." And then it was so many things going in my mind, and I was like, "Yeah, this man is fine."
I need to come up with a harder question.
Yeah. So go ahead and take that double shot. Thank you.
Okay.
Cheers to you.
Crystal said he is great. He's actually my cousin's BFF. He lives in LA. They were college roommates. So I feel you, Sanae.
Who's your? Is it his? We'll talk later, Crystal. The same person.
Sanae's like, I'm about to get the hookup.
No, Jamie got a hole. I think he got a wife or something. I don't want those type of problems. I am not that kind of girl. I do have this one now. This is salacious.
Do it.
Here we go.
Here. Who do you think has the most infidelity in their relationship?
Good question.
Wow.
You could take
Probably-
a shot.
Yeah.
You could take
yeah.
a shot.
I would choose
Ding, 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 ding. Shot.
Yeah.
Double shot. You took way too long. Way too long. Live chat has their own thoughts. Some of them think Samit and Jenny. Some think Colt with Vanessa and Larissa. Jay and Ashley came up. Colt's coming up a lot. Oh, hello, Doo-Wop girl. Doo-Wop wants to know, Syngin, how you smell.
Nope. I don't use any scent. I never buy deodorant. I use a natural soap. I don't have a bad body odor, but I have like this manly smell. It's like, you smell like this guy. Like it's a guy. I don't know. Tough to explain. It's kind of like the whole pheromones. You can smell the pheromones. It's kind of when you smell it, it's just smelling like, oh my goodness gracious.
Now I do have a question.
I've met Syngin, you guys. He's putting extra on it. He's putting a whole lot of extra on it. Trust me when I tell you, he's putting a whole extra. Read all about it.
Because like in real life in some countries, because I was gonna follow up, I'm believing you and stuff because in some countries the pheromones, that's how they find their mate or their the person they're supposed to be with. It's from your natural smell. Like if I can naturally smell you and just take a liking from you like that, that's how they determine their next mate.
That's very true, and that's something we go upon. That's why, in the first season, Tania was smelling my armpits. This was one of her favorite things, and playing just that smell of the attraction, the pheromones, the hormones. There's really something to that. So you like the way you pot, and I've always just been natural smell. I don't. Yeah. So.
All right, so
you come by one day. We will have a smelling contest. I
gotta get it cleared by the wife first, okay? She don't want her armpits.
It might look a little weird.
Well, like, what is that? What is that? Let me smell you real quick.
Smell-o-vision.
Right, smell-o-vision. That's it. All right, go like this, and we're ready for it. Scratch and smell. Ridiculous. We're ridiculous.
Hey, those shots.
Shots. Okay, Syngin, back to some real questions. We're going to take a break from the tequila for a moment because I need to get my thoughts together since, we do have more shows. So Syngin, I want you to talk a little bit more about what you think a relationship entails. Because how is it different? So Sanae and I, we both aren't married. So how is being in a marriage different than just being in a dating relationship, I suppose? What have you learned as a husband, and what advice could you give?
I think there's definitely a change that happens. Even before me and Tania got married, we were like, we're not going to let that piece of envelope change everything. But, there is. No matter what, there's a certain slight of change, a certain change of responsibility. There's a certain aspects expected of you to uphold things in a relationship. I was very used to, thinking my way, kind of where am I going to go next? And, you find yourself married and you find yourself sometimes still thinking like that. And you're like, hey, but hold on, my friend. Like, you have a partner now. So, all your actions almost have more consequences as when you were single, But I think the most important thing is if you can find balance in between that and peace within yourself with changing those aspects about yourself before, getting married. I think then you could be happy about everything, but it's definitely a lot of work. It's never easy. I think it's always going to be work. We've also, life gets a little crazy, and sometimes we also grow as people. Every year I'm a different person. I might want something else than what I wanted a year ago. And that in itself, blabbing on right now. But, I think in the end, if I give anybody advice, just sometimes look at the relationship and maybe put love aside at times, because love is a very complicated thing. It can make you see something that's wrong, make it right, just because you're so bad in love. So if you can take that aspect out and see if it's really working, and I think that would be the best place for you to figure it out.
So Syngin, and you can make this a shot question if you like. So with you and Tania, is it love or is it like great sex? Because part of the fandom, part of the things that people are noticing is that when you guys are together, she does like this thing where she like grabs your leg and her hand is on your leg. And so people are questioning that. So my question, is it love or is it just great sex? And you can make this a shot question if you like.
What is a shot question? I don't even know what that is. Sorry.
That's the game. So remember the game we were playing?
I think too many shots.
Okay, let's do that. Okay, ask me again. Sorry.
Okay, so for you and Tania, is it just great sex or is it love?
Does both of them count together as one answer, or is it an overlapping?
No, it's this that's holding me to it, or it's that, and then you can answer, or you could take your shot. Get your shot.
Believe you got me doing this. You got me with that one. Yeah, that was a good one.
So did you take it? Because I missed it. I was laughing.
No, I'm just kidding. No,
oh, you're getting ready.
I'm getting ready.
All right.
No, but I'm just fooling around. But let's do it.
No, go ahead. You did already recorded. Go ahead.
Am I out of time? Can I still reverse?
We got 7 minutes. I want to ask you also this. When people come to America, I've had friends who are from Colombia, Brazil, Canada. I forget. I think you're an American. I'm sorry.
You do.
You blend in so awesomely.
Oh, okay. First of all, that is going to be a separate conversation off camera. Thank you very much. I blend in. Now.
What is something that, people think we have huge food portions or our food is weird. What's something that you've, and it doesn't have to deal with food, just anything. What's something that you notice about America that you just think like, damn, these Americans are really like, they're insane. I can't believe they do this.
I think.
Because don't get me wrong. Everyone thinks Americans are crazy. I'm an American, and I think we're crazy.
I think Americans can be a little bit uptight when it comes to politics.
Our life depends on it.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like it's such a crazy show. Everybody takes so much pride. I get it, but like it's almost like if your brother is Democrat and I'm a Republican, like I'm gonna cut my brother off from the family. That's how America kind of is. That's how I feel like, and it's too much. People are a lot more in the rat race in America than what they are in Africa. Put it that way, yeah.
We have a live chat question from Lydia. Lydia wants to know if you had to choose between Angela or baby girl Lisa, who would you choose?
Oh, is this a short question? Because I'm gonna get you.
It could be a short question.
Definitely Angela. That feisty attitude, it's gonna go down well.
Because it was a live chat question, I don't have to take the tequila shot because.
Oh.
No, do I have to
I heard taking a shot. I heard take a shot before it happened.
Okay, we got to take it because that's our family. So go ahead and pour yours, Sanae. They're a family.
Question.
Whenever you're ready.
Who do you think? So when you're filming these reunions and stuff, besides this one, because it was virtual, who's the biggest drama queen? Like, who real life is the biggest drama queen or the biggest asshole on the show? Like, during the reunion time.
It's very tough because we had a very good reunion. Our tell-all went down smooth. We were like, nobody's really arguing or fighting. So, I don't really meet anybody really from the 90 Day that's crazy. I even met baby girl Lisa before, and I've met Angela. And
yeah, what was that about? Were you guys filming something? Because I saw that, I think Rocco or something his name is on Instagram. So it was you and Tanya. It was baby girl Lisa pretending that she owned a really beautiful car, which we all found out that she did. But what was that about? Like a YouTube something? Were you filming something, and can you talk about it?
Yeah, I can say we were actually at a party. They invited a couple of 90 Day people. The people wanted to see what they were thinking. So, it kind of was like a private thing. So we all went down there and had a good bash. Godfrey was there as well, and it was quite a good time.
Nice.
Getting invited to putting your face on TV. You get invited to parties. It's quite cool.
Listen, that's exactly what it's about. It's about all the networking you guys are doing. 90 Day is, the #1 reality show right now. Everyone watches it. So,
it's crazy, right?
It's really, really crazy. It really, really is.
Good. It's literally so good. Like, despite like all the drama and everyone has their favorite couples and whatnot and their thoughts, I do want to just say you guys are just amazing for even, being on the show. It's so fun to watch, and it's so great when you have different opinions about like, who do you think is getting used for the green card, and who is this and who is this? So I really do think it's just so much fun to watch.
It definitely is, and it's a lot of work as well. People don't know it's a lot of work. It's 12, 16-hour days. It gets crazy.
We have a question from the live chat from Doo-Wop Girl. She says that Rocco has disappeared off of Instagram. What happened? Do you know?
I have no idea. Maybe just tired of people's bullshit.
That could be it. That could be it. That could definitely
be
it. So, Syngin, what are your final thoughts? So now we'll do one more question each for our tequila, but your final thoughts. So like, what do you want 90 Day fans to know about you that they don't already know about you? And when are we going to see you next? Like, where, besides online, what are you up to? Because I know I wanted to, this is a separate question. I'll let you answer that first, and then I'll go to the next one.
Yeah. Can you ask me the question again?
The question is, what do you want the 90 Day fans, our fans, our followers, our viewers to know about you that they don't know already? Yeah. Is there something that 90 Day hasn't portrayed about you that you want them to know?
I think 90 they did quite a good job of portraying me, bare feet and my necklaces and my vibes and everything. But people must just also know, like, there's so much going on behind the scenes, and not everybody's lives can be portrayed accurately in that short amount of time. So maybe don't judge as much as so quickly. Maybe go check the Instagram out, really see who they are, kind of vibe, and I think you can get a better perspective of a person then.
That's good. Now, I've noticed on your downtime that you've been doing a lot of traveling, a lot of camping. Recently, you flew a plane, and I posted about it, and people thought, literally, they thought that I was lying. They said that it was this simulated, like you were indoors somewhere, and I had to defend you. And I was like, but look at the video. So you've been doing a lot of that. So what else have you been doing on your downtime during this quarantine?
Yeah, definitely a lot of traveling. Me and Tania started a garden at the back. During quarantine, I like playing Xbox, joining some games or whatever's going on. I'm recently going to start making some necklaces because everybody's asking me for necklaces, and I make them myself. So that was a hobby of mine that I kind of let go, but now I I think that should be something that takes up all my time. But other than that, drinking some beer more off times, trying to cut down on meat. I don't know, just.
Oh, I saw that. So one of the live chat questions that I missed was they wanted to know what your favorite beer brand was.
So you don't get it here. It's actually a Canadian beer, which is Black Label.
Black Label. I
It's
know
the
it.
best beer. It's one of the best beers in South Africa as well. It's I just can't find it in America. I don't know where it is. So
I don't know
sucks.
why I'm bowing like I own it.
I know, and I'm jealous because the Black Label beer.
Listen, since I'll bring you some. I'll bring you some because I have to go to Canada anyway. So I will
Let's go
send
Vancouver,
you some.
baby.
Vancouver.
Here we go.
Okay, so our last question before we let Syngin go. Sanae, are you ready for your question?
Yes, and it's a
it's a shot question. So there's going to be 3 questions, Syngin. One is going to be from the live chat, one from Sanae, and one from me. So Sanae, you go first.
Wow. If you could exile 2 couples to never come back, ever, who would it be and why?
Wow.
Got me, man. I can't do this. Why did you do that?
He said, I'm not cutting nobody chance, period.
They're all too good for TV,
Hilarious.
Score next time. That way we can see who really took the most shots.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do that for sure.
Syngin, you gotta let us know next time you're in LA. You and Tania, let us know when you guys are in LA. Because we would love to hang out with the both of you guys.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Does she like margaritas?
Oh, hell yeah. Maybe next time we can do this, we get her on and let's do it.
Yeah, bring her on. If she's even there, just bring her on.
Yeah.
All right. So I got my question. You ready, Syngin?
No, I'm not.
All right, you got to be ready. So if you could redo, because I'm going to take it back to when you very first started this whole 90-day journey. If you could redo your 90 days, knowing that really you guys got married in 60 days because she was gone for 30 days, would you do the same thing over again, or would you not get married?
I would do it exactly the same way over, because I think that doing it that way has brought me to where I am, and not doing it that way, who knows where I would have been? Maybe just back home searching for a job again because I quit because I thought I was going to America. I don't know, So I do think I do stick to my decision, and I would do it again. Yes.
Oh, that's so sweet.
All right, get your shot ready because that's our last question before us. And live chat, you guys get the last question. So as we do our shot, if anyone has their question, go ahead and put it in the live chat. And then if not, we will be done. Did you already take your shot already?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, her. Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna sleep good tonight.
You're telling.
Seriously.
I'm looking at my bed right now, like it looks better than ever.
You better calm down. You got one more show to do, so you better suck it up, girlie. Suck it up.
Let me act froze real quick.
And
Wi-Fi. Wait, no, you're gonna get me.
Yeah. Did you see his face? He thought we were actually. That's hilarious. Syngin, we appreciate it. The last question is going to be from Amanda in the live chat. Have any cast members or famous people been shady to you guys? That's a good question.
Obviously there's some people that some actors that like 90 and they chat and they message sometimes, but I think like nobody has really been shady, or everybody's been actually have good advice, some of them actually encourage to go do certain things, to go do scripting or try this because, we already have our foot in the door. It's already such a step up. So a lot of people are actually helpful. I don't really find anybody saying you shouldn't do this or that, like, you piece of shit. Everybody's pretty cool.
Syngin, thank you so much for joining us. We will definitely reach out to you and Tania to join our block party when we have it. We appreciate it. So glad we finally got to make this happen. And till next time, the live chat is saying thank you. You were so much fun. They love you. You're great. Yada, yada, yada. You get the point. They loved you. So we appreciate you. Until next time, we'll see you.
Okay.
Yeah, let us know where we can find you on social media. Let us know.
Yeah, you can find me on social media, Instagram at Syngin Colchester, Facebook. It's all there, baby. Let's do it. Connect.
And
I might fly.
Coming soon, his OnlyFans.
Yeah, coming soon. OnlyFans, baby. Let's see how it goes down.
You guys make sure
and
as well.
Yeah. And you can also check me out on Cameo. I do videos for you, wedding. Come on, let's do it. You can book chat with me.
Guys, go ahead and book Syngin on his Cameo. I heard they're really great. I know that you did one for some girl that was getting bullied recently, and I thought that was really sweet. So it's good.
Yeah, that's part of being influenced, as I say. A lot of people are hassling, and what do you do with your platform? Yeah, I almost can't believe I'm an influencer because I just don't feel like a normal dude from the bush, But we got to make the best. We got to make the best of the following, and try and help where we can.
That's awesome. Guys, if you're staying for our show The Other Way, make sure that you click on the other link that we sent over. We will start the show in about 5 minutes. Until next time, Syngin. Bye for now.
Thank you for having me on. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye, guys. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Enjoy.
Listen, I'm going to need a full moment. Look at me right up. I know I'm the worst. I'm the worst. Syngin, I'm the worst. Like, I can't even drink properly. Anyway, I'll send you a message about all the other stuff. We'll talk about it, okay?
Okay.
Bye for now.
Much love. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.